All right. All right. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me and joining us in the sugar detox. So I'm super glad to have you guys here because I like to do this at the beginning of every year just because we come out of the holidays and everybody's still on that sugar high and trying to find trying to figure out what they're going to do for the new year. Because it's always that, oh, what am I going to set goals or, resolutions, which I really don't like saying. What I like to do is I basically like to say, just take a look at, where you are, where you were last year, a year from ago, and what did you do throughout the year and where are you now? And kind of just make adjustments. So I don't like to call it anything. I don't like making resolutions. I don't like, goals are good, but you also need to break up goals. So I'm going to be doing another, probably more of a webinar to do like goal setting, because it goes a little bit more in depth on, it's just not goals. It's not just something about, hey, I want to lose weight. Basically what you have to do is you have to set standards for yourself when it comes to goals. So that's a whole other webinar and training that I'm going to be doing probably maybe this at the beginning of February sometime, because it's never too late. There's always a new day, a new month, a new day, a new week, a new month. It's always okay to just decide where you're at and decide where you want to go and kind of take little steps. So the sugar detox is, and I think maybe Elizabeth, you might have done it before, I think, but it's only 5 days, but it's a good way to kind of give yourself a small little goal to achieve. And yep, she's done it before. And, just kind of kickstart it again and kind of get back into things again and feel better, because as you know, sugar is a drug, and it is something that, it's, you'll I'm going to do some more. I'm going to be coming on live on Thursday. I'm going to talk a little bit more in sugar, but sugar is something that we have to actually kind of try to detox our bodies from in order to allow ourselves to stop craving it. And it's so easy to fall back into that. So it's something that you kind of want to always revisit, as often as you need to. Again, when it comes to losing weight and all these other things, that's one thing that I teach in my long program is we're taking baby steps, because you want to build a lifestyle. You don't ever want to feel like you can't have, the sugary snacks that you do enjoy. You don't want to have to eliminate all that stuff forever. You want to learn how to be able to, if you can get your protein, your carbs, and your healthy fats, get the nutritious foods in first, then it's okay to have that sweet treat. But right now, because we came out of the holidays, everybody, a lot of people have gone overboard. It just was fun, really not paying attention to a whole lot. And that's what a lot of times I'm trying to teach people is how to get through the holidays, how to kind of refocus, how to, to be able to get through those without having to feel deprived. So you can even eventually get through holidays, we have Valentine's coming up. And, and what do we get for Valentine's Day? We get sweet treats, right? A lot of times we get sweet treats, and you want to be able to enjoy that and not feel guilty. So you don't want to feel like you have to avoid things. You have to tell people, I'm on a diet. I can't go there. I can't eat that. You should never have to do that. You should be able to pay attention to how your week's gone, focus on healthy habits throughout the week so that when those moments come, you can just enjoy and do it guilt-free. You should never have to feel like you're actually cheating. It's just something that you kind of incorporate into your lifestyle and still be able to reach your goals. One thing about when you're creating a healthy lifestyle and is losing weight, losing fat is going to take a little longer, because for most people, as you know, we have to fix that metabolism. So the sugar detox, again, is something that's going to help you reset that clock. Okay. Reset your metabolism a little bit. We're only doing it for 5 days. 5 days, you're not going to see a huge difference in weight, more than likely. So one thing I'll tell you is you can go ahead and weigh yourself, because you might see a little bit of a difference when it comes to, depending on where you're at. So because I don't know where everybody's at currently, it's hard to say like, okay, what you've been eating or how you've been eating, what the difference is going to be. What I would say is I would just recommend, so a few tips that I would recommend is just, you're going to get some tips throughout it. Every day, you're going to get some substitutions. You're going to want to think about the foods that are in your house and what do you have? One of the things in my 28-day that's going to be coming up that you guys are all going to be eligible to join for free for doing the sugar detox is we're going to be decluttering. So what you want to do, yep, you are correct. It makes a huge, you're going to notice a difference in certain areas as far as energy. Like I said, weight loss isn't going to be the key point of this whole thing. What you are going to notice is probably less brain fog, more energy. At first, sometimes it doesn't seem like it because your body's so used to all that sugar. It kind of goes through a little bit of a detox, but if you can substitute for other things that are natural, and basically what we're trying to eliminate here is a lot of table sugar, a lot of the junky sugar, a lot of the bad stuff. So when you eliminate those, you allow your body to reset, and you will sleep better, you will have better energy over time, and you'll just notice just a better sense of probably being a little bit lighter, maybe less bloated, because one of the things I'm going to recommend is that you drink more water, making sure that you're getting in plenty of water. A lot of times when we crave sugar, it's just that we're thirsty. So a lot of times cravings can just could pretty much mimic being thirsty. So the first thing I would say is, yeah, you're actually going to get a list in the playbook that you're going to get is all, even the sugars that you're going to that are like that you can't, a lot of times they're hidden. There's a lot of hidden sugars. So you're going to get names. You're going to get a whole bunch of information that's going to help you. You're going to get some alternatives for it. So what you should have received is, if you didn't get, did you guys get your email? I know, Elizabeth, you said you didn't get your email. I'll send that to you tomorrow morning. I definitely, oh my goodness, sorry. He's got a hold of something he shouldn't. Hold on.
I've got so I got an email, but all it's saying is welcome to the 5-day detox, but there isn't anything attached to it or any links.
That'll be in the morning. You'll get
Okay.
Start getting your first your emails, and then you should, in the email, it'll have the playbook, so you can download. You can just download the playbook. Let me know for sure if tomorrow morning for some reason it's not in there, because like I said, I'm going to do a quick video after this to show you exactly what you should be getting and how what it should look like, because it looks like a book, and it's going to break it down into different areas. And like I said, I wish my screen sharing was showing because it would be easier, and I don't know what happened. I'm sorry about that. But I'm going to do another quick video shortly after, and then you'll be able to see it, and I'll go through the whole thing on that. But basically each day you're going to get an email, so be on the lookout for that. You should get it first thing in the morning. It's going to give you some tips and some ideas. The playbook is going to break it down and tell you what you're going to be doing as far as kind of clearing out your kitchen, kind of taking a look at what you have in your kitchen and what is tempting you. And those temptations, you want to put them away. If it means you have to freeze any, let's say you have fudge or you still have cookies or something, freeze them in little baggies. This is just my recommendation. Take those, anything that you are tempted with, put it in little snack baggies just for like a portion, so that later after you've done this, you can, if you have a craving for something, you can always just have, a snack bag, and that's all you're going to eat. And that way you can break it down and not feel like you're just, if you have a bowl of something or you have a box of something, the chances of you paying attention and just kind of eating, oh, good for you. Yeah, like fudge. I used to take fudge and just put it in little individual bags and freeze it, because I actually like it frozen. And then if I wanted something sweet, I could easily take a piece of that, or a cookie or something. But you want to put it out of sight, because it is true, it's out of sight, out of mind, right? You don't think about it as often. The other thing is, I'm trying to move my thing. Is that you are all in my Facebook group, right? I'm pretty sure you are all in that. So being in that Facebook group, every day I'm going to probably about noonish, I am going to be posting, putting a post up, and I want you to comment on that. Okay. Just to tell me how you're doing, how you're feeling, or depending on what the day was, did you get that task done? Did you, go into your kitchen? If you have any tips on what you did, if you have a picture of where you put it or whatever, just something to share. So I'm going to post something for everybody who's doing the sugar detox. There's going to be a post and you just need to comment on that. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm going to post, you're going to get emails every day. So check for those in the morning. I'm going to put a post up about noon time. I'd like for you to comment on it just to let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling. Maybe you get sugar headaches. You might notice that you may get headaches when you're detoxing. It's like caffeine. When you're detoxing from caffeine, you can ultimately cause you to have headaches. Make sure you're drinking half your body weight to a gallon of water every day so that that can help you stay hydrated. If you need something, there's going to be recommendations. Have some tea. Each of the emails, like I said, are going to have some really good little recommendations for you to help you get through this. I promise it. You can do this, and it's not. I always look at 80-20, 80% as best as you can. If you can do it at least 80%, then you're doing good. Don't feel like it's perfection because it's progress. You want to just make progress through this. You want to be able to get through it and not feel like you had to, it was so stressful and a struggle. So remember, just do the best that you can. Take a look think about what it is. What do you struggle with? What has been your biggest, if you want to, in the comments, just type in the comments, what do you struggle with most when it comes to sugar? Is it just, like you crave a lot of sugar, or do you, what is it that you struggle with, that you feel, do you eat a lot of sugary drinks, sodas? What is it that you feel? Just post that in the comments for me. And then, like I said, okay, so you're going to be in the Facebook group. You're going to get daily emails. You'll have your first one first thing in the morning. Take a look later because I'm going to go back through and kind of see if everything's getting in there. I am using a fairly new platform. I mean, I've had this platform for a while, but I haven't been using it. So I want to make sure that everybody's getting everything that they need and it's getting sent correctly. So if you don't receive something, let me know. And then at the end of it on Sunday morning, you're going to have the option. I'm going to give you a couple options to do the Fix My Diet assessment. And if you want to see what goes on after, what we can do to help you continue with your journey, you can do the Fix My Diet assessment. And that's where I give you some pointers on where you're currently at with the rest of your diet. Or you can join my 28-day. I'm offering this one to you guys. I was doing it. I was going to charge for it, but then I decided I just kind of want to offer it for free. It's a 28-day, the Love Your Body Challenge. What we're going to be doing in that's going to be a little more focused. So if you do you're doing the Fix My Diet, it's going to be a great way to lead into this, because what we're going to be doing is the first week is really decluttering. And that's going to even be more decluttering of your kitchen and of your food pantry, and just kind of replacing it with some healthier options. Because again, you don't want to feel like you're going to be deprived, but you want to replace with healthier options. And then, we're going to be going into tracking more water again next week. The second week, you're going to be doing a food journal. We're going to be journaling. I'm going to give everybody their macros, so you have a target to work towards. And then we're going to be doing the third week is going to be movement. We're going to be working on movement, sleep, and recovery, and we'll be focusing on that. And then the fourth week, we're going to be working on all of that, but we're going to be winding it up, pulling it all together and saying why all of this matters, why all of these habits make a difference in helping you reach your goal without focusing on weight loss. You've got to get your habits in line. You got to get, like I said, standards created for yourself. When you start doing that and you start living healthier, the weight loss is always a side effect of it. So that's the one thing that I don't like people to focus on so much. Maybe you do have a weight loss goal, but we got to look at everything else. We need to reset your metabolism and help you get through that. So that's how we're going to be doing. On Sunday, I'm going to be offering that to you. If you think you want to do it now, let me know and I will put you in to do that. So just let me know. Yeah. Yeah, see, and you know what? One of the things is Snickers ice cream, probably. But one of the things, what you want to do, one of the tips I would recommend is don't buy it when you like go to the store. Like if you go grocery shopping, don't just buy it so you have stuff in, at the house in case you get a craving. What are you barking at? One of the things you want to do is if you don't have it in your house, right, it's easier to not eat it. If you feel like you really need it, then it's going to require you to go out and get it. And a lot of times people aren't going to do that, right? It's going to be less likely that you're going to do that. So don't just buy it just to have it in case. It's better to just not have it in the house if you feel like, those things, it makes it harder for you because it's there. When with my kids, when they were younger, I don't know what he's working at. When my kids were younger, I used to actually have a separate cabinet for them so that they could have their treats and then I wouldn't have to worry about it. So it's like always put, like they always say, the low light, keep things up high where you can't see them, especially if you have little ones. If you have little ones and you don't want them to get it, a way is keep it up high so they're not grabbing it, but it's not in your view. So it's not right in front of you. And then put all the healthier options within view. And then that way, you're not really thinking about it all the time. So so when we do this, I'll be going on every day and going live and just giving, talking a little bit more about it, talking about where you're at, what's going on. So I have no idea what he's doing. He's usually quiet. He doesn't bark. I think he's bored. But anyways, and like I said, don't worry so much about weight. If you want to, I mean, you might see a difference. It's not going to be specifically always fat that you're going to lose, but you might lose some bloating. If you have been eating a lot of junky foods and a lot more sweet stuff, if you eliminate that, like I said, the things you're going to feel it before you see it. So that's what you want to focus on. You're going to notice how you feel more than anything. So, and then again, of course, we can, we can move you into the 28-day where there you might start seeing a little bit more, but you're going to start putting those habits in a little bit more. We're so, you want to continue on. You never want to do something where it's a start and stop, and then you go back to your whole lifestyle, right? You want to do something that is actually going to stick with you. Anytime you're going to do any kind of program, you always want to think about it. Is this something I can do for the rest of my life? When it is kind of that. This is a very short program. So this isn't, this is something just to detox you and then kind of slowly see how you feel. And then hopefully you eliminate some of those sugars. If you drink a lot of sodas, those are things you want to pretty much kind of eliminate, just because they're not really, they don't do your body good. A lot of times they put like the sugar-free, anything that says it's sugar-free, there's something in it that usually causes you to actually crave it even more. So if you've ever noticed that when you have something that's sugar-free, depending on what's in it, it could ultimately make you want it more. So you want to be cautious of that. So again, you should receive it. If you haven't received, we have probably about a little over 10 ladies that are that have kind of committed and kind of said they wanted to do this. So I have 10 ladies that are signed up for this right now. And we may have some more by tomorrow. So does anybody have any questions? Anybody want to come on with any questions? I know Beth, are you there? Can you come on real quick?
Hi, yeah.
Hey, tell us what you thought when you did it the last time. How did it help you? Did it?
So, after 5 days, I sleep better and I start to have more energy. And once I keep continuing, because I actually am doing the Arbonne 30 right now. So I'm actually 2 weeks on the sugar detox already.
Oh, good.
But so after that, I stopped craving sugar as much. So that's why I think I need a list right now, because I'm kind of having cravings again. But I am sleeping amazing And I weirdly have more energy. You think sugar gives you energy, but it's the wrong energy. Am I right?
Yeah, no, it's the wrong, because basically what happens is it gives you the spike and then it crash and it doesn't give you even. So what you want to do is anytime you do have sugar, always have a protein. What the biggest thing is making sure that you have enough protein. So I would recommend, Beth, because you're doing that, is making sure, and for everybody, look at your protein. And that's one thing that we'll be doing in the 28-day challenge, is breaking down macros. If you're not having enough protein, you have a tendency, you'll crave it. So protein and your good fats will help you to alleviate a lot of sugar cravings. So that would be one thing I would say. And then just find alternatives. So anytime you like crave some sugar, just make it something that's healthier, fruits, veggies,
like berries.
Yeah. Yeah. And berries are always like a free food. So I'm going to show you guys something that I got. So I don't know if you see these on I don't know. I started getting all these ads for like alcohol-free drinks, to get off wine and alcohol. So I just ordered, it's called Moments. I don't know if you've ever seen it. And this one is this one's not carbonated, so it's the flat. It's got 0 caffeine, 0 added sugar. It's blood orange, but it's got ashwagandha. It's I don't know. I just saw it and I was like, let me try this so I can like cut back on drinking wine and drinking and going out and all this. So that is, for me, is one of the things that I'm really trying, because there's a lot of sugar in alcohol. And so if you drink, if you like to have your glass of wine, it's not so bad that, once in a while. So I'm trying to, cut back a little bit and just try something that might be a good alternative. Cause this one has natural adaptogens. It's got alpha brain waves. I just got it today. So this is the first one I tried. It's got ashwagandha, which is really good for you. And that helps relieve stress. L-theanine is huge. That's green tea secret. So that is something that is huge for people, is to get the L-theanine. And then it's also got apple cider vinegar in it. So it's good for your gut. So these are called Moment. I mean, you can look them up. I wish I had gotten I really wanted the sparkling one, because I wanted a little bit of caffeinated. I mean, not caffeinated, bubbly. So this one is just kind of, so to me, it kind of tastes flat. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this one. I've got lemon one too, so I'll see how that works. But it's got 0 sugars, and it's just, they're just kind of like a sparkling water if you get it. It's just filtered water and like apple cider vinegar, lemon juice. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. So if you were trying to cut back on drinking alcohol, you might want to try these. Like I said, this one, I feel like I taste the vinegar. I'm not a big apple cider vinegar person, so I taste that a little bit. Some people like it. If you like, what am I thinking of? What's the drink? The apple cider vinegar things, the kombucha. If you like those, you probably like these. So, but that's just something, because I like something with flavor. So if you do drink sodas or other things that are sweet that you're trying to get rid of, I get the Pellegrino, the sparkling water flavored ones. I'll drink those sometimes. The closest thing I also drink is yeah, that's it. But I wish I'd gotten the sparkling ones, like I said, because I think it would have been more like a sparkling water. And what's the oh my gosh, let me go get it. Okay. These used to be my go-tos if I wanted sugar, because it's a sparkling water, so it's probably not the best of everything. Well, it's got carbonated water, citric acid, concentrated grapefruit juice, potassium. Well, it does have aspartame, so I don't drink these very often. Aspartame is one you want to kind of avoid. But those are like probably one thing that I'm trying to get rid of. And so if I was going to drink any kind of soda, that was always it. So now I've kind of switched to, like I said, the Pellegrino. You can always infuse it with some fruit or veggies, and and make it taste great. Like I said, over the next 5 days, I'm going to be going on and giving you some more tips. So I don't want to take too much of your time tonight, but yeah, that's the link right there. And they had this special deal the other day, but they always give you discounts. And I was like, they were like under $2 or under $3 for sure. They were like $2, but depending on the specials that they have, you can get them. And there's like a sample pack you can order too. Oh, you can buy them on Amazon. Oh, I'll have to go check that out. I just bought it on, it just keeps popping up. When you talk about stuff and it pops up on Facebook, it started popping up. And there's some other ones I was kind of posting about, trying to find out if anybody had tried stuff. And I don't know if there's anything local that sells anything like this. So if anybody finds something like that, let me know. Because, instead of, a lot of times when we get stressed out, what do we reach for? We reach for like wine or sugar, and that's usually it. It's like you're stressed and you eat, right? And that's what you want to avoid. So I'm going to give you as many tips as I can on how to substitute those cravings. And right now we're just going to go through this 5-day detox, kind of help you eliminate that sugar. And hopefully, by the end of it, I know you're going to feel better. So I want you to keep checking in with me on Facebook. Like I said, at noontime, I will be posting around noonish time. I'll be putting a post up for everybody who's doing the sugar detox, and I want to hear how you do. So that is pretty much it. If anybody has any questions, again, you should be, if you haven't received the email, you should be receiving it. The first one should be out in the morning. If not, if you didn't get the welcome email. Does anybody else have any questions? If you want to, you can unmute. Nope. All right, ladies. Come off of there. All right, ladies. So if you have any questions, again, it's really not, it's not super hard to do. Like I said, if you can just kind of focus on what is your biggest weakness when it comes to sugar, take a look at your kitchen, take a look at what you currently have, throw away some old candy, give it away, go give it away, and try to eliminate, eating all of the junky foods. If you do start craving those, find another way. Brush your teeth. That's a good way. Go for a walk if it's not snowing. It's going to be snowing for the next couple of days. Get some exercise in. You got to shift your mind. You just got to get your mind off of it, and drink some water, drink something with some fruit, go eat some fruit, and you'll be good. All right. So if nobody has any questions, I'm going to take it off record.